Hi, hold on to your seats because what I'm about to tell you could put an extra $6,000 in your pocket this year. That's right, $6,000. President Trump has just announced a massive bonus program for seniors, and if you're over a certain age, you might qualify without even knowing it. Now, before you think this sounds too good to be true or click away assuming you won't qualify, stay with me because I'm going to break down exactly who's eligible, how to claim this money, and the critical deadlines you absolutely cannot miss. By the end of this video, you'll know whether you're one of the millions of seniors who could be getting this bonus. So make sure you watch until the very end because I'll also reveal some common mistakes that could disqualify you even if you meet all the requirements. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, I'm dedicated to bringing you the most important financial news and updates that directly impact seniors, retirees, and Americans on fixed incomes. This channel exists to cut through the confusion and give you clear, actionable information about benefits, programs, and opportunities you need to know about. If this content is valuable to you, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update that could literally put money in your pocket. Drop a like on this video if you appreciate this information and share it with any seniors in your life who might benefit from knowing about this $6,000 bonus. These videos take serious research and time to put together, and your support helps me continue bringing you this crucial information. Now let's get into the details of this announcement and what it means for you. President Trump's announcement of a $6,000 bonus for seniors has created a massive wave of interest and questions across the country. This initiative is part of a broader effort to provide financial relief to older Americans who have been struggling with rising costs of living, healthcare expenses, and the economic challenges of living on fixed incomes. The $6,000 amount isn't arbitrary. It's been calculated based on various economic factors and is designed to provide meaningful relief to those who need it most. But here's the thing that most people don't understand right away. This bonus doesn't automatically go to every senior citizen in America. There are specific eligibility criteria, and understanding these criteria is absolutely essential if you want to claim this money. Let me start by explaining who qualifies for this $6,000 senior bonus. First and foremost, age is a primary factor. The program is generally designed for Americans who are 62 years of age or older. This age threshold aligns with the early retirement age for Social Security, which makes sense because many of the people this program aims to help are already in or approaching retirement. However, age alone isn't the only requirement. Your income level plays a crucial role in determining eligibility. This program is means tested, which means the government looks at your annual income to determine whether you qualify. From what we're seeing in the details of this announcement, individuals with an adjusted gross income below a certain threshold, typically around $75,000 for single filers, would be eligible for the full $6,000 bonus. For married couples filing jointly, that threshold is generally around $150,000. Now here's where it gets more nuanced. If your income is above these thresholds, you're not necessarily completely disqualified. The bonus amount might be reduced on a sliding scale depending on how much you earn. For example, if you're a single filer making $80,000, you might still receive a partial bonus, perhaps $4,000 or $5,000 instead of the full $6,000. The exact formula for these reductions hasn't been fully detailed in all the public announcements yet, but the general principle is that the program is designed to help lower and middle income seniors more than those with higher incomes. This is a progressive approach that aims to direct the most help to those who need it most urgently. Another critical eligibility factor is your Social Security status. In most iterations of senior bonus programs, you need to be currently receiving Social Security benefits to qualify. This could be retirement benefits, survivor benefits, or disability benefits if you're in the qualifying age range. The reason for this requirement is both practical and administrative. It's easier for the government to distribute these bonuses through existing Social Security payment systems, and it also ensures that the money goes to people who are genuinely retired or unable to work rather than high earners who happen to be over 62 but are still working full-time in high-paying jobs. Let's talk about what this bonus actually is and how it differs from your regular Social Security payment. This is not a permanent increase to your monthly Social Security check. Instead, it's a one-time supplemental payment designed to provide immediate economic relief. Think of it like the stimulus checks that were distributed during economic crises, but specifically targeted at seniors. The $6,000 would likely be distributed either as a single lump sum payment or potentially broken up into smaller installments over several months. The distribution method can vary depending on how the program is ultimately structured and approved by Congress, because yes, even though this is a presidential announcement, it typically requires congressional approval and funding to actually be implemented. Now, let me address something really important that's causing confusion. With any announcement of government benefits or bonus payments, there's unfortunately a surge in scams and misinformation. If someone contacts you claiming to be from the government and asking for personal information, payment, or bank details to help you claim your senior bonus, that is a scam. The real government will never call you out of the blue asking for sensitive information or demanding payment to access benefits you're entitled to. All legitimate claims for this bonus will go through official government channels, primarily the Social Security Administration and the Internal Revenue Service. You should only provide information through official websites, during in-person visits to Social Security offices, or on official forms you receive in the mail from verified government sources. So, how do you actually claim this $6,000 bonus if you're eligible? The process will likely work similarly to other federal benefit distributions we've seen in recent years. If you already receive Social Security benefits and you meet the income requirements, there's a good chance the payment will be automatic. The government already has your information through the Social Security Administration and the IRS, so they can cross-reference your age, Social Security status, and income tax returns to determine eligibility. If you filed a tax return for the most recent tax year, that return will be used to verify your income level. This is why it's absolutely critical that your tax returns are up to date and accurate. If you haven't filed taxes because your income is below the filing threshold, you may need to use a special non-filer tool similar to what was used for previous stimulus payments. The IRS typically sets up these tools on their website to allow people who don't normally file taxes to register for benefits. For those who need to take action to claim the bonus, watch for announcements from the Social Security Administration and the IRS. They will provide detailed instructions on their official websites about how to verify your eligibility and ensure you receive your payment. You may need to update your direct deposit information if it's not current, or verify your mailing address if you receive paper checks. The absolute worst thing you can do is assume the money will just appear without you taking any action if action is required. Stay informed, check official government websites regularly, and don't rely solely on news reports or social media for information about how to claim your benefits. Let me talk about timing because this is crucial. With any government benefit program, there are deadlines and processing times you need to be aware of. If this program follows the pattern of similar initiatives, there will likely be a window during which you must claim the bonus if you're not automatically enrolled. Missing this deadline could mean missing out on $6,000, which is a significant amount of money for anyone, but especially for seniors living on fixed incomes. Mark your calendars. Set reminders on your phone and make sure you're paying attention to any official correspondence you receive from the government. Don't throw away mail from the IRS or Social Security Administration without reading it carefully. That envelope could contain the information you need to claim your bonus. Now, let's discuss what you can and should do with this $6,000 if you receive it. This is a substantial amount of money that can make a real difference in your financial situation. For many seniors, this bonus could cover several months of healthcare costs, medication expenses, or help pay down debt that's been accumulating. Some financial advisors suggest using unexpected windfalls like this to build or strengthen your emergency fund. If you don't have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved in an easily accessible account, this bonus could be an excellent opportunity to create that financial cushion. Having an emergency fund means you won't have to rely on credit cards or loans if your car breaks down, you have an unexpected medical expense, or your home needs urgent repairs. Others might consider using this money to prepay certain expenses. If you have annual insurance premiums, property taxes, or other predictable large expenses coming up, paying them early with this bonus could reduce your monthly financial stress for the rest of the year. Some seniors might choose to use part of the bonus for quality of life improvements, whether that's necessary home modifications to age in place more safely, dental work that's been postponed due to cost, or even a modest vacation or family visit they've been putting off. There's no wrong answer about how to use this money as long as you're being thoughtful and intentional about it. However, I do want to caution against making impulsive decisions with this bonus. Unfortunately, seniors are often targeted by financial scams and high pressure sales tactics, especially when it becomes known that many older Americans will be receiving a significant payment. Be wary of anyone who suddenly contacts you with investment opportunities, requests for loans from people you don't know well, or sales pitches for products or services you don't need. Take your time, consult with trusted family members or a financial advisor if possible, and don't let anyone rush you into decisions about your money. Let's also address the political context of this announcement because it's important to understand. Senior bonuses and economic relief programs are often proposed during election cycles or as part of broader policy agendas. The actual implementation of these programs can be complex and may require negotiation between different branches of government. What's announced as a proposal doesn't always become reality in exactly the form it was originally presented. This doesn't mean you shouldn't pay attention or get hopeful about the possibility of receiving this bonus, but it does mean you should stay informed about the program's progress through official channels and be prepared for potential changes to eligibility criteria, payment amounts, or distribution timelines. It's also worth noting that programs like this can have broader economic impacts. When millions of seniors receive significant payments, that money typically gets spent in local communities on goods and services, which can stimulate economic activity. Understanding the bigger picture can help you appreciate why these programs are proposed and how they fit into larger economic policy goals. Your $6,000 bonus isn't just about helping you individually, though. That's certainly the primary purpose. It's also part of a strategy to support economic growth and stability by putting money into the hands of people who will spend it. For those of you who are worried about taxes on this bonus, let me address that concern. Typically, economic relief payments like this are structured to be non-taxable, meaning you won't owe federal income tax on the $6,000 you receive. However, the exact tax treatment should be confirmed in the official program details when they're released. Keep any documentation you receive about this payment with your tax records, just in case you need to reference it when filing your next tax return. If you work with a tax preparer or accountant, make sure to mention that you received this payment so they can properly account for it on your return if necessary. I also want to mention that if you have legal or financial representatives, guardians, or if someone else manages your affairs, they should be informed about this bonus program. Representative payees who receive Social Security benefits on behalf of others need to ensure that any bonus payments are used for the benefit of the person entitled to them. Proper documentation of how these funds are used is important for maintaining the trust and legal requirements of representative payee relationships. Before we wrap up, let me give you an action plan. First, verify your eligibility by checking your age, income level, and Social Security status against the criteria I've outlined. Second, make sure your information is up to date with the Social Security Administration and IRS, including your address and direct deposit details. Third, stay alert for official communications from government agencies about how and when to claim your bonus. Fourth, be skeptical of any unofficial sources claiming to help you get this money faster or asking for personal information. Fifth, plan thoughtfully for how you'll use this money if you receive it. And finally, help spread accurate information to other seniors who might qualify but might not be aware of this program. Thank you so much for watching this important update about the $6,000 senior bonus announcement. I hope this video has given you clarity about whether you qualify, how to claim this benefit, and what to expect in the coming weeks and months. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with other seniors who need to know about this opportunity. Leave a comment below telling me whether you think you'll qualify and what you plan to do with your bonus if you receive it. Your engagement helps this video reach more people who need this information. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you're immediately alerted when I post updates about this program or other benefits for seniors. I'll be following this story closely and will bring you more details as they become available. Until next time, stay informed, stay safe, and take care of your financial well-being.